Love is one of the most misunderstood human experiences, and yet everyone feels it in a unique way. When people say, girls fall in love faster than boys, they're often repeating a belief they've heard for years without understanding the real psychology behind it. The truth is more complicated, more human, and more emotional than anyone talks about. For many girls, love begins with a sense of connection, a moment when she feels understood at a deeper level. It doesn't require grand gestures or dramatic moments. Sometimes, all it takes is a boy listening to her without interrupting, remembering something she said days ago, or treating her with a gentle consistency that makes her feel safe. In that safety, her emotional walls start lowering, quietly and slowly. People think girls fall in love fast, but what's really happening is that girls allow emotional attachment to grow earlier because they've been trained, since childhood, to pay attention to relationships, feelings, and emotional cues. Boys, their story is completely different. Boys are raised hearing things like, don't catch feelings, be strong, don't be too emotional, and don't get attached. As a result, they often shut down or hide their feelings even when love starts forming inside them. A boy may have feelings at the same time, sometimes even earlier, but he won't label them as love until much later. He experiences the feeling but ignores it, pushes it away, or rationalizes it because he's scared of vulnerability. Society tells girls that love is beautiful, something to look forward to. Society tells boys that love is risky and comes with a loss of control. That difference alone creates a huge emotional gap. Another surprising truth is how the brain works differently for girls and boys when it comes to emotional bonding. When a girl connects emotionally, her brain releases higher levels of oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This makes her feel attached more quickly when she feels safe and cared for. This doesn't mean she loves faster, it means her brain reacts faster to emotional closeness. Boys, however, build connection more through shared experiences, doing things together, spending time, laughing, creating memories. A girl can fall in love after a long conversation that makes her feel understood. A boy can fall in love after a moment that makes him admire her, like seeing her kindness, strength, confidence, or softness in a specific situation. But here's where the psychology becomes truly interesting. Boys fall in love more suddenly than girls. Girls fall in layers. Boys fall in a moment. A girl's love grows gradually, a soft emotional build-up over time. She might feel something after a few interactions, then stronger feelings after trust develops, and eventually love. But a boy's love often hits him all at once, one moment that grabs him emotionally. Maybe it's the way she smiles, the way she stands up for him, the way she comforts him, or the way she looks at him with genuine care. That one moment plants a seed that grows fast but silently. That's why boys often don't realize they're in love until much later, because they don't process feelings in small pieces the way girls do. Instead, feelings accumulate quietly inside them until one day they realize, I can't lose her. That's when a boy understands he's in love, not at the beginning, but when he imagines his life without her and it scares him. Girls also communicate differently. They analyze emotions, talk about feelings with friends, and think deeply about emotional experiences. So when a girl starts developing feelings, she recognizes them. She gives those feelings a name. She becomes aware of them. A boy might feel the same thing, but ignore it because he doesn't talk about emotions with anyone. He keeps everything inside. So while the girl becomes aware early, the boy becomes aware later. There's another important layer. Girls are emotionally intuitive. They notice tone, effort, energy, consistency, sincerity, and little behavioral changes. They can tell when a boy cares, even if he doesn't say it directly. This ability helps girls understand their emotional connection earlier. Boys might not even know what's happening inside them until the emotional impact becomes undeniable. But here's the truth almost nobody says out loud. Girls don't fall in love faster. Girls trust love faster. Boys don't fall in love slower. Boys realize love later. A girl will open her heart earlier because she wants connection. A boy will open his heart later because he fears losing control. And the moment these two emotional timelines meet, when her trust meets his realization, that's when genuine, stable, powerful love begins. Here's one more hidden truth. Girls may develop feelings earlier, but boys fall deeper. When boys fall in love, they fall intensely. That's why many boys struggle more after a breakup. They don't process emotions early, they process them all at once. A girl starts healing slowly from the beginning. A boy starts healing after everything collapses. So, do girls fall in love faster? Not exactly. Girls allow connection earlier. Boys hide connection longer. Girls express love sooner. Boys feel love later but powerfully. In the end, love isn't about speed. It's about courage. Girls show that courage early. Boys show it late. But when both finally meet at the same emotional point, that's when the relationship becomes real, deep, and unforgettable. The kind of love that changes people forever.